Welcome to Lawrence, Kansas, and pay heed all who enter, and beware, these Jayhawks can play a little football too. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. The Utes will kick it away to start. He'll return it. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So Kansas offense will get first crack at it here. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Jayhawks come to the line in the hurry-up. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And the Jayhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So Utah's offense will take the field for the first time. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched in corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays, maybe play a little bit deeper than normal, sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
He'll throw it, using the quick game.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Quick release on the RPO. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Powers through the defender. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Jayhawks are in the hurry-up. Let's talk for a second about Kansas. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home. Now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that...
Pick off! What a play by this defense. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Utah!
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Complete to the right. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again.
Oh, it's a fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Jayhawks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Jayhawks are on the move.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Catch in the middle. It's Montgomery. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They're going to run it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Heel off one deep down the left side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. All down at the 18-yard line. A solid return after that interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. And the quarterback goes knocked down back at the 13. And the Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. It's Rourke. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down. The Utes will line up to punt it away. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. He'll do it himself. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Montgomery. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Jayhawks want to crank the tempo. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man downfield. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the catch. It's Montgomery. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at the 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Gives it on the option. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They'll go to the ground. Shakes off the defender. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. Finds a man in the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Just drives it between the uprights. This is now a 7-point game. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll keep it himself. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Campbell. It's caught. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And now you just completely flipped how I play defense. I'm not really worried about the quarterback running the football. I'm like, okay, he's number 3 or 4 on my list of who I think can beat me. But now he does that. Now it puts it in the back of my mind. I got to think about it. I got to stay home. I got to stay disciplined. That's a little curveball by the offense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Utes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Utes! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Got his man. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Jayhawks want to pick up the tempo.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Here's the handoff. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Jayhawks. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback. More than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Taylor wants to throw it. On target. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Off the RPO, complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He'll pull it down and run. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This will likely be the last play of the half. Now they'll run the draw. And the run goes nowhere, and that'll send us to halftime. And the Jayhawks will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Power football with the run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls in the
quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Let's see what he can do with it. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow...
There he goes to the left. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. The Jayhawks headed quickly to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Trying play action. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Jayhawks look to keep this drive humming. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Give to the running back. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They'll play it safe and try for 3. After finishing a drive with a field goal earlier, this one will be a 33-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The give to the left side. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Utes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Leaves it with the back. Just ran over it. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Scanning the field, it's Campbell. Quickly complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. After the run, now to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And this part of the field is always so difficult for coaches, though. I'll tell you that. The field shrinks, the coverages get more aggressive, and you try to run the football, try to pass. Now,
snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Utah.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
first play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man to the left. Running wide open down the gut of the field. The 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Taylor wants to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards, because everything's been difficult today.
Shows him the stiff arm. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a third down play. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short. I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer. But the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy. You know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
The Utes have their offense in high gear. Rides the back and leads it.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Finds the tight end. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
And the Utes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Taylor wants to throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Balkinson. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late.
Oh, he's got some space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep trying.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Fighting off the defender. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Jayhawks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Really nice run there, picking up the 1st down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send you. Send one of those fast linebackers that can rush the quarterback.
And the Jayhawks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on! Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 48. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Jayhawks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. So here we are. Fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He splits the uprights. The lead is down to a field goal. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Utes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Line gets set, first down. They'll give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The short hands, it's Rourke. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
But I tell you what, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long. But in a big spot in the fourth quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the first down.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And the Utes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the gun, running back gets to give. Smashes him with the stiff arm.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team staying focused.